Hellblade 2 is arguably Xbox's biggest exclusive of the year, and with the game releasing next month, many people have been wondering just when the marketing and the further looks at the game might be heading our way. Well, a series of previews of the game have recently gone live from a number of outlets, and almost no one has anything bad to say. The previews are glowing and it generates even more hype for the Xbox game during a time when Xbox very much needs a big exclusive win. That's kind of important too when you think about it, because Xbox hasn't really had many exclusives this year, so the company really needs to hit a home run, especially when PlayStation has had Final Fantasy Rebirth and Rise of the Ronin. Now, while the original Hellblade may not have been a sales monster, it was definitely a success, and Hellblade 2 is shaping up to be an excellent sequel. Now, one of the major topic points is how the game is supposed to be around 6 to 8 hours long, and personally, I don't think that every game needs to be an open world 30 to 40 hour experience. If you have played the original, you know exactly what you'll be getting into. A very narrative focused, intense experience that's short, but it will definitely intend to stick with you for a very long time. So I don't think that length is an issue, and that topic in itself is very subjective. The second major point that is getting a lot of reaction is that Hellblade 2 will be capped at 30 FPS for both Xbox Series X and S, and there will be no performance mode. Now, if you remember, the first game actually featured a performance mode for Xbox that allowed the game to actually reach 60 FPS. So this does feel like as if it's a step backward, but the previews haven't really said if the FPS limitation will take away from Hellblade's 2 immersive story and gameplay. Now, I certainly understand players who want everything to be 60 FPS, but I'm not even remotely shocked that Hellblade 2 is locked at 30 FPS on current generation of Xbox hardware. Now, this is not me defending the developers or being an Xbox fanboy. Now, whenever I have the option, I'll almost always choose a higher frame rate in a game, but if it isn't possible without sacrificing integral parts of the design like we saw in Starfield, then I trust developers to make the best choice for the game. Personally, I do get both sides of the story, but again, is it really going to take away from the experience? I don't think it will, based on the previews, and again, I never really noticed it to be a very major issue with a lot of games that I've actually played in 30 FPS, but again, to each their own. The thing that has me most excited about Hellblade 2 though is the evolution of Senua's psychosis. Now, these moments in the first game were definitely very frightening because of the design in which Senua is competing with her inner voices in her head with overlapping dialogues, especially in dark environments.
I can feel them everywhere. The lost ones, they are watching us. It's time to find out. How can we make it happen? It's time to find out. Why are they watching? It's time to find out. What are they waiting for? Senua, what are you waiting for?
Now, with Hellblade 2, it sounds like the internal struggles aren't necessarily worse, but just more amplified here thanks to Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, the game sounds like it'll be stunning, but on top of the gorgeous visuals, the advancement that UE5 presents seems to have given Ninja Theory a new way to fine-tune its storytelling, and if the previews are anything to go by, Hellblade 2 is going to absolutely rule. Let me know your thoughts on Hellblade 2 and if you're excited about the game, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, happy gaming!